Okay, so I thought about this after I just paused the video, and I'd show you how to get to the place you need to go. So basically you just have to go to your settings option on the bottom left, click settings. You're gonna see custom values right here. While we're already on this page, this is where the business name in the email, the sender name comes from, and this would be the email that would go out with it. Of course, we don't have one, this is a dummy account, but you would have one, this is where it would live. So where we're gonna go is to custom values right here. Now, what you're gonna wanna do, depending on what you have in your account, right now there's not much else there, but I'll just say, put a little bracket in the word email, because all the custom values for these email campaigns all live here. I don't know why that one has a 1, but that's okay. We will get rid of that. And so you're gonna see there's only 7 things that have to be updated. Now, when you get them, this is gonna be, you should probably see these things all blank. So I put something there so you know what they would look like, but they're really, really simple. The ones that are probably the most difficult are the colors, but I can show you how to find that out really quickly in just a moment. There's a couple of different ways, but what we're gonna look at here is what are each of these things, where are they on the email, and how do we, what do we put there? So give me 1 second to open up the email, and then we're gonna go in the order of the email, okay? Just to make it simple. So if I go to this email right here, you can see we have this logo. Okay, so some people have a rectangle logo like we do, some people have a square logo. So the size of this logo is gonna be 200 pixels. You don't have to worry about that though, okay? You don't have to worry about that because we already have it pre-sized in all of the email templates. If you have a logo with a lot of white space next to it and it's really in the rectangle, then it might look like it's smaller than it should. But for the most part, just so you know, it's gonna be a 200 wide pixel by whatever height is like the right aspect ratio for it. That's all nerd talk for. Don't worry, just plug it in here, send yourself a test email and make sure it works. If it doesn't for some reason, let us know, we'll try to help you out. So this first bit right here, this logo, is basically this URL right here, or this custom value right here. Logo URL, pretty simple. The URL we're putting in here is to the image. So if I copy this and I go to, and I just say go to, you'll see it brings up our logo. So the way you can get this for most websites, first of all, you may already have it, and I'll show you how you can just upload it. That's probably the easiest thing. But if you had to find it, like I don't have it downloaded, I don't have it on my computer, where do I find it? Just go to your website. So we'll go to ConversionAssist.me, and if I'm using Chrome, but it's probably similar in all the other ones, right click, you can see it says copy image address, okay? If you ever change your website and that logo changes, this could break. So you can copy image address if you want, or you can do the second option, which I'm going to show you, which is you can save image as, and you just save it to your computer somewhere, right, on your desktop. And then I'll show you where you would upload it, and you can grab the link inside of ConversionAssist. You don't have to go anywhere else to do that. So let's just say I say save image as, right? And I'm going to save this as logo example to my downloads, right? Okay, there we go. I said log example, whatever. So I save that. Now what I'll do is I'll go back to ConversionAssist. If you know how to do this already, then you don't have to worry. Like, this is more for people who don't know how to do any of this. All you have to do is upload it somewhere where we can host the image, meaning it has to live in the internet somewhere. And we can do that right here in ConversionAssist. As a matter of fact, if I move my big head out the way, right here under settings, you can see media. So if you just click on media, open media library, we're gonna click on this little upload file on the right side here. Upload file, and I'm just going to choose desktop downloads. I'm going to choose this logo or log example right here, and then now that it's there, I'm going to right click it and get link right here, get link. Okay, now I know that logo that I just updated is not going to work well because the size is not right. This is because I know how we built our website, but I copied get link, and then I'll just go back, click on back, and then go back to, oops, I keep moving my head, back to custom values, is right where we just were. And I'll just edit and I'll just paste that URL right here, all right? Paste it in. Now I'm not gonna do it because I already tested with this logo and whatever. So if you put it in there when you do a test email, it's not perfect, it's not really that right. You want a little bit of help, let us know, we'll try to help you the best we can. It's sometimes just the sizing of it. In our case, this logo has like too much white space around it, so it just makes it too small for what we want. But again, most people are not gonna have that issue. If you have a square logo, usually it's okay as long as you don't have a whole bunch of blank space around the logo like in your image. So that's what we would do. So now we have our logo. The next thing would be our Instagram URL and Facebook URL. You guys probably know how to find that. If you don't, go to Facebook, go to your page, copy the link in the browser, and paste it in here. These are really easy. This is your website URL. Again, just copy your website URL and paste it in there. I'll show you where these all go. So the Facebook and Instagram are these little guys right here. All right, that's what we support. I mean, you could add other ones, but you have to go in there and manually add them to all the emails. So we just did Facebook and Instagram. And then the URL that you're gonna put in there for your website is where people go when they click on this button. Okay, this Book Your Adventure, Next Adventure button. So that's one thing. And then if we go back to ConversionAssist for a minute, the Book Your Next Adventure that's on that button you just saw, right? This text right here, this is where you change it. So if I wanted to say visit our website, which is boring as heck, but if you want to do that, you can. Then you just click right here and you change it to say, not here, sorry, here, to say visit our website. And then that's what the text will read on all of the buttons across all the emails. Super simple. So the next thing here, let me just get rid of the one that's not relevant here, because we had one there that wasn't. Okay, the last two things we have are colors. Okay, so we have the color of the button and we have the color of the text on the button. So you can see right here, the button is red, right? And the text is white. So if you want the color of the button to match your brand, now you don't have to do this. You can use exactly what you see in this video. If you like this color, you can just copy the same code that you see in this video and put it in there. But basically, you want to put in most likely either the color represents your brand or whatever. And of course, the color text could stay white if you use a darker color. If you prefer to use a lighter color button, then you might want to use a darker color text, okay? Super simple. So where do you find that information? Like, let's say, hey, I want to match my brand. Where do I get that? So let's go back to our ConversionAssist website. And usually what you can do is hover over an element like this background. That's the color I would probably want to use, okay? Now, if you already know it, great. In Chrome, it's super simple. I can say right click on, go to the bottom and click inspect. And you're gonna see all this random code. You're like, I don't know what to do with. But over here, if I scroll down enough, sorry, not over here. Over here, if I look over here, it says background color. It may not always be exactly there. I'll show you another solution for this in just a minute, but I can double click this or open it up, and I can try to find the RGB color for that, which I see right here. So I see it right here. So if I copy that color with the little pound sign or the hashtag that they call it these days, we used to call it pound sign back in the day, and you just paste it in right here, save. And if you were like, hey, but I don't know if that's the right color, then you know what you do? You go to Google and you type it in like this. And you're gonna see this is the color you're gonna get. And this is the second option. What if you don't know how to do that? That's too confusing. I just want a color that looks like mine. Just go to Google and type in color picker. Like that, well, without the hashtag. You'll still see it. And then just go here and mess around until you find a color you're happy with, right? And once you get to it, copy this code right here, again, with the hashtag, like so, and then paste it right here, like so. And you're good. As far as the text goes, the same thing. I mean, you have to figure out the color combinations that work. Again, white is pretty good on a darker color background. And then, you might want to use like black if you have a very light background. For the most part, you guys are probably going to have more darker color backgrounds, I would imagine, but it's, who knows. And if you want to do white, that's what this is. Pound with 6 Fs. That was 4, but 6 Fs. That is white. That is that color that you see in this button right here. So it's super simple. If you add these 7 custom values, all of your emails across not only the 36-month nurture campaign, but even a few other campaigns that this video is not talking about, which is basically our buyer win-back campaign. People who book with you get emails 9 months out and then 18 months out after, 9 months out, then 9 months out again. Try to get them to come back if you are in a place where people will book and come back year after year, or they might be open to it. And then also our thank you email sequence, which just goes out to thank them for their business after their booking ends, like a week after. You just send them an email and thank them. So this will update all of those things. It's super simple to do. And again, if you have any questions about that part, let me know. So the next part is, okay, we've reviewed our templates. We are happy with the way that the emails read, or we edited them. Now we've got our links to our buttons and our colors and all of that situated for all the emails. Now, how do we turn them on? So we're going to talk about that in the next video here.